There. Okay, we are live. Welcome. Today is Monday, the 10th of October at 6 in the morning, Brisbane time here in Australia. However, you may be watching from Europe, in which case it's probably like 9 or 10 p.m., depending where in Europe or the UK you are. And it is about 1 in the afternoon Pacific time in America, or 4 in the afternoon if you're Eastern. So we are in two places simulcast at the same time. We are on Webinar Jam. If you've been registering on Amasssing.com/Monday or Amasssing.com/webcast, and we are also transmitting live on Facebook. So you'll see my eyes flipping between two cameras, so that we can, this is exposure, right? So that we can reach more people. So if you are watching, whether you're on Webinar Jam or on Facebook, please give us your name and where you're watching from. I'm Sandra Bravo, and I'm transmitting this live on Facebook and on Webinar Jam from the Gold Coast in Australia, where it's 6 in the morning on Monday, and I'm fresh and energetic, ready for a big week, and ready to contage you with my energy and my passion so that you can also have a big week. It says, Katerina Kaloka, all the way from Poland. Hello, Sandra. How are you doing? You're looking fabulous. Thank you. It's so nice to see you here, Katerina, all the way from Poland in Europe. Welcome. Now, if you're watching this on Facebook Live, please click share so that the live video goes into your feed as well, and other women can watch it, because this is good karma, because you're going to help impact other women that can also start their week strong. Hello, John Link from USA, and we have Sushil from Bangalore. Welcome. I love technology. This is Fiona Retallick. She's probably all the way in Melbourne. Nice to see you, Fee. Fee used to be my job share partner in Flight Center. Whew, it feels like in a past life. That was a few years ago. So welcome. I am glad you're here to watch, because whether it's Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, or Monday morning for you, I am here to share inspiration to get you pumped for your week, so that you can get focused on your intention and your goals for the week, so that you don't let life happen to you, but you can design it. You can create it by design, and you can be pumped and inspired and focused on your goals, so that you can have a really successful week. Whatever it might be. It might be in your business, in your job, with your family, with your health, with your fitness, with your money, with your relationships, with your contribution, with your personal growth and spirituality, whatever it is. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for your commitment. We have the beautiful Jackie Obi, all the way from Adelaide. She is an amazing friend that's always here to support, and she's so committed. She's up early with me every week to monitor the chat, so that I don't have to be multitasking and getting distracted, and I can focus on my message, so that Jackie can be interacting with you on the chat, whether it's on Webinar Jam or on Facebook Live. Welcome, Lisa Ormanyesi, also watching on Facebook Live. I don't know if she's watching from Adelaide or from Melbourne, because she has created this location independent life where she can be in either one place or another. So if you're on Facebook Live, please click share on this post, so that the video can come to other women that want to be inspired to start the week strong. And if you are on Webinar Jam, let us know your name, where you're hanging out from, so that we can acknowledge you, where you're watching this from. I'm going to switch here on the chat so I can acknowledge you. And we have the beautiful Michelle Bassett watching from Brisbane. Hopefully I'll be seeing Michelle next weekend, which is very exciting. So welcome. I know some of you are watching, but you're not in a position to type, because maybe you're watching from your iPad or your phone as you are on the train going to work, or as you're at the gym working out, or as you're trying to do something in the house, perhaps getting the family ready, but you're trying to keep quiet because some of them are still sleeping or just getting up. and or you may be just listening to this in your car as you drive. If that's the case, I don't want you to be watching. You can just listen, and in this case, you can't type in on the chat. All right, so remember, engage with us. Let us know your name, where you're watching from. It's super exciting. I'm grateful this morning for technology because it allows us to expand our reach, to expand our exposure and our influence, to be able to motivate and inspire other people anywhere in the world. We have people here watching from all over Australia, watching from Europe. We have the beautiful Agnesia in Scotland. We have Katerina in Poland, and we have some of the ladies here in Australia. We have John watching all the way from America. So I love how technology, we have Bangalore in India. I love how technology allows us to expand this way so that we can have an impact in other people's lives, regardless of where they are. Morning, gorgeous. I love the new color. This is Lisa commenting on my hair. I went a little bit, I just wanted it a little bit orangey, and it went way too dark, but I think it makes my face look whiter and perhaps my eyes greener. So, Agnesia from Scotland, I cannot access on webinar. It says creator has not signed it yet. But hey, Facebook is working. Well, that's technology, isn't it? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Agnesia, maybe it's because you are on the amasssing.com/webcast link. If that's the case, I'm not transmitting from there. I'm transmitting from the amasssing.com/Monday because they had a lot more registers than the other. And Katerina is giving us a smiley face from Poland. Okay, so for those of you that have been engaging and following over the last few weeks, you know that we have been reviewing the 11 laws from Bob Proctor and Mary Morrissey. I love listening to them. I get really inspired. I wake up and I play them for about 20 minutes, listen to them, and get really excited. So what happens is today we're going to be reviewing the law of increase. Who doesn't like to increase everything in their lives? Abundance, right? Perhaps more health, better relationships, more finances, more fulfillment, more contribution, a better job or career, or a more successful business, whatever it is, we all like to increase. And today we're going to talk about the law of increase from Bob Proctor. Now, stay with me because after that, some of you that have questions about the retreat in Cancun, I'm going to explain all about it. I'm going to give you lots of little secrets of things we're going to do, and you're going to be able to come in and ask your questions live. We have my beautiful spiritual healer, Susan Kennedy, that just joined us. She's also here in the Gold Coast of Australia, and she's going to be with us in Cancun. So just bear with me because we're going to talk a lot more about the retreat and Cancun after we review the law of increase from Bob Proctor and Mary Morrissey. So stay with us, keep engaging. If you know each other, say hi to each other on the chat and keep putting your name and where you're hanging out from, where you're watching this from. So let me see if I can monitor the chat on Webinar Jam because I think Jackie lost her internet. All right, here we go. So grab your notebook, grab your pen and paper to write, and start taking notes because today it's a very simple but super powerful. You can grab some Post-its or whatever you have in hand to take notes because it's a very simple but very powerful law. And that's the law of increase, which you can also call it the law of praise. Why? Because when you praise someone or when you praise something, you're automatically putting energy of increase because you're raising the frequency, the vibration of energy on that thing, on that plant or animal, or on that person by praising them. Now, your praise has to be honest, has to come from the heart, not just from the head and the lips. Now, if you can't go as deep as letting the praise come from the heart because you're not used to it, because you grew up surrounded with criticism and in the habit of spotting up what's wrong and the flaws and the faults in other people or things, then that's okay. Take it easy and be gentle with yourself. Just start by practicing. And it's okay if at the beginning you have to praise just from your lips out with your head, eventually the more you do it, the more you're gonna be able to praise with your heart. Somehow, Yuridia Almaraz, my friend Yuri from Mexico, is saying webinar jam link didn't work for me either. Well, thank God for technology that we have Facebook Live, so at least you can watch from here. Welcome to Vero Merino, all the way from Mexico, my friend from school. And welcome to my beautiful friend Elena from Melbourne. Has been my friend for like 10 years since my first baby was born. And Vero has been my friend since, I don't know, since we were in high school, I think. And Jackie somehow got kicked out of Webinar Jam. Can you send me the link to post it here for the ladies to jump on? Yes, I can do that. Let me try and figure out. All right, so let's keep talking about the law of increase or the law of praise. I hope you're writing it down. Now, whether you praise a plant or money or a person, self-esteem or whatever, you are helping them to increase, to be better, to attract more of, because you're raising that frequency of energy on them by the time you praise them, and you praise them honestly. So it's praising for the things that they do right. So instead of trying to spot the things that they do wrong, you want to catch them doing something right. That's something I used to do with my staff at Flight Center. I was in Flight Center managing a few of their different businesses for about 10 years. And that's something I learned earlier on that was really beneficial for me. And that was being able to catch my staff doing something right so that I could praise them. Because this way I help them grow. Praise expands. Write it down. Praise expands. So when you praise someone, you're allowing them to grow and be better at what they do and increase the level of self-esteem versus trying to spot them doing something wrong. So what you're going to do, and this is what I used to do with my employees, my staff at Flight Center, whenever they did something right, when they were new, they were just starting, I would give them a high five, I would celebrate, I would pat them on the back and say, well done, you did this something right, versus trying to spot all the things that maybe they did wrong because they're new, they're just learning, and perhaps there's many things they didn't do right. But if I focus on that, guess what? I would attract more of that, right? I would manifest more of that. So I have to focus on the things they did right, give them a pat on the back, acknowledge them, and praise them, because that expand for them to want to do better. Hello, Angelo, watching us. I think Angelo might be in Sydney or Melbourne right now. I'm not sure. So this is the importance of praising, that you're helping that person expand and do better. Same with your kids. Kids that grow up with criticism, they contract. Criticism contracts. And it was very common in our days to perhaps be programmed with criticism and trying to spot all the flaws and faults in other people, the things that they didn't do right. And so kids that grow up with criticism, they lack self-esteem. They grow up fearful. They're not like, they're contracted. They're too scared to try new things. They're too scared to give their opinion. They're too scared to do something in case they do it wrong. In the other side, the kids that grow up with praise and recognition, they grow up with a healthy self-esteem. They expand. They are more confident. They are braver because they have the courage to go and try and do new things, because they have a bigger self-esteem. Because by praising these kids, you're expanding their self-esteem. Welcome to my beautiful friend Marta Orozco, all the way from Mexico. I went to high school with her. And Vero is saying, me encanta lo que haces, mi San. Hablas hermoso. That means in English, I love what you do, San. You speak beautiful. That's my beautiful friend Vero in Mexico. Remember, if you're watching on Facebook Live, please share the post so that the live video can be broadcasted to more people, and you can help me empower more ladies to start their week strong and motivated. Welcome, Maggie Rojas. She might be watching from Irapuato in Mexico. She went to college with me. So this is what you do with kids. You praise them, you give them recognition. Same with adults, same with things, same with plants, with animals. If you praise an animal, they feel it, they expand. If you praise a plant, it's good, or a tree, it's gonna grow healthier. it's gonna grow bigger. If you praise things, you're gonna get more of those. If you praise people, you're enabling them to be better and bigger every day. Here's a really good story that Mary Morrissey said on the law of increase. And it was Bob Proctor once doing a test with waiters and waitresses at a restaurant. And yeah, Maggie is saying, yeah, it's still Sunday for us in Irapuato, Mexico. So Bob went to this restaurant and Mary Morris is telling the story, and they're eating, and they're saying to the waitress that was serving them, hey, would you like to know how to double or triple your tips? And the waitress said, of course, who doesn't like to make more money, right? We all like abundance. We all like the law of increase. So what happens is they told the waitress, okay, here's what I'm going to tell you, but you have to follow it to the T. You have to follow my advice, and you have to keep track. I want you to track how much money you made on tips at the restaurant last week. And then you're going to implement what I'm telling you, and then I want you to keep track of the tips you get every day for the next 30 days. So that you have evidence that you double or triple your tips. So the waitress said, no problem. There were the two conditions. You're going to do exactly what I tell you to do, and you're going to keep record of your tips so that we can prove they're increasing. So they told the waitresses and the waiters, you're going to come to the people's table that you're serving, and you're going to praise them. But silently, just in your head, in your heart, as you approach that table to serve them, you're going to praise the family. You're going to praise them for their health. You're going to praise them for being a united family that goes out to share a meal together. You're going to bless them for whatever difficulties they're going to have. And you're just going to do it all in silence from your head and your heart. You're going to praise this family. And you'll see how it works magically, because you're automatically increasing the vibration of energy on that family, and they're going to tip you more, and you're going to help them have a better life, a better day, a better week, because they're going to expand. Praise, write it down. This is very important. Praise expands. Praise and recognition expands. It allows your cellular system, it goes into your cellular system for it to vibrate at a higher frequency and expand. Criticism and finding flaws and defects contracts. It does the opposite. So you want to get into the habit of praising. So the waitress went and did it. She started blessing and praising in silence inside of her, through her heart and her head, each family that she went to their tables to waitress. Guess what happened? In 30 days, they were reporting to Bob Proctor that they had double and triple the amount of tips that they made for the week. I love it. Sue Kennedy, my spiritual healer, is saying blessing is such a powerful energy of love that creates incredible gifts for the giver and the receiver. Welcome, Gordon Mills. Gordon is the son of my beautiful friend Robin Richardson here in Brisbane, and it's really nice to have guys watching us as well. So please go and share the post where you're watching this video live, so that you can help have a bigger impact, and other ladies can also get empowered from this. So that's absolutely right what Sue is saying. When you praise, when you bless, there are unlimited gifts and things that come back to you, the giver, and to the receiver. Good morning, Lisa Duncan. Where are you watching us from today? So I want you to try it. That's going to be your challenge, your call to action for this week. I want you to start praising anything and everyone around you. Do it sincerely. Don't just say it if you don't mean it. Don't just say it if you're thinking the opposite. And look, your default may be criticism and spotting the flaws and the things that are wrong. And it's not our fault. You know, that's probably how we grew up. That's the thing that got ingrained into us as we're growing up. Thank you, Lisa. She is in Brisbane. So 6 a.m. for her as well. But this is the time to change your habits. This is the time to reprogram your subconscious, your cellular system, so that you can start training yourself for praise and recognition. So, as I said before, children that grow up with criticism, they're insecure, they're fearful. Children that grow up with praise, they are confident, they have a higher self-esteem, because praise, write this down, is the quickest route to prosperity. Praise is the quickest route to prosperity. So you want to get into the habit of praising. At the beginning, it might just be from the lips out. That's okay. The more you practice it, the more you're going to mean it, the more it's going to come from the heart, so that you can send all those blessings to the people you're praising, and which comes back to yourself. Like I said with the story of the waitresses at the restaurant. Now, let me tell you that the cells inside your body respond to praise by expanding, by becoming healthier, by multiplying. So praise is fantastic for your health as well. Now, fear and criticism contract, like I said, praise and gratitude expand. So think about it, when you're praising someone, even if it's just in silence, it's a thought transmission. You're transmitting this thought to the people that you're praising, and you're transmitting a higher frequency of energy to the people that you praise. Whether it's a thing, a plant, a tree, an animal, or a person, by praising them, you're transmitting a higher frequency of energy to the people or the thing that you're praising. Another thing very powerful is that praise changes our focus, because it's training you to look for accomplishment, to look for good and beauty in your life, instead of being used to focusing on the faults and the mistakes or the things that don't work. Maybe that's your default. Maybe you automatically focus on what is wrong. So by praising, you're training yourself to focus on what is right. You're training yourself to focus on always looking for the accomplishments and the beauty that surrounds you, the abundance that surrounds you. So practice it until it becomes habitual. Fake it until you make it. You practice it until you believe it and you start to do it naturally. And then it's ingrained into your cellular system, so that your default from your subconscious is to always praise. Praise other things, praise situations, praise other people, praise people's gifts. Now, even if you're just saying it from the head and not from the heart just yet, that's fine. Just keep practicing. Keep practicing until you start generating the feeling of the praise inside of your body, in your heart. Speak it out loud with a heart full of energy. This is what I want you to do this week. Now, if you have experience when you praise someone and what happened to you in return, I want you to share it on the comments here on Facebook Live, because it looks like some of you had trouble getting into Webinar Jam today. So just practice it here on, just share it with us here on the comments on Facebook Live. Now, if this is what I want you to do. For this coming week, I want you to start practicing praising, praising, praising. Just keep praising. And I want you to come back next week, same place, same time, 6 a.m. Brisbane time, which is Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific in US, 4 p.m. Eastern in US, or evening time in Europe, 9 or 10 p.m., depending whereabouts in Europe you are. I want you to come back next week and share with us the magic that happened to you while you were practicing praise, recognition, acknowledgement. It's another way of blessing. Praising is another way of blessing. Write it down. So I want you to come back next week, same place, same time, and share with us the magic that showed up in your life from practicing this beautiful law of praising, because praising is increasing. Okay, this is the law of increase. The more you praise, the more you're going to increase, the more you're going to have abundance in all areas of your life, which is super exciting. So I can't wait to hear about it. Now, we're going to change gears. We're going to talk about the retreat. I've had a lot of questions, and I know some of you are standing on the edge, not knowing whether to take the giant leap or stay there. And if you don't take the giant leap, nothing is going to change. You got to make a decision. You got to take risk, and you got to go for it. And I'm talking about our Amazing Ladies Retreat. So I'm going to explain in general what it is, and then I'm going to go into details of what we're going to do in Cancun. So what's the Amazing Ladies Retreat? This is a retreat only for women. Why only for women? Because the energy is completely different when you're in a room full with women than when you're in a room with men. Just different energy. And by being only women, the whole purpose is to allow you to feel safe so that you can be vulnerable, so that you can open up, so that you can trust and know that it's going to be judgment free, that we're there to support each other, to praise each other, to bless each other, to be grateful for each other, and to celebrate the gifts that we have as women, because men and women are different. So we're there to celebrate that we are women and the gifts that we have being females. Now, this is going to go for 7 nights, 8 days. This is going to be in beautiful Cancun in Mexico. And the tuition fee that you see, it includes everything. It includes your 7 nights accommodation, sharing with another lady, who you can upgrade if you would like to have your own room. It includes all of your meals, your drinks, your activities. It includes your tours, because we're gonna go on a beautiful catamaran sailing across to Isla Mujeres, which means island of women, that I totally love. It's a very sacred and spiritual place for me. I have beautiful memories from there. And we're gonna go sailing on a catamaran, just us ladies, to spend the day in Isla Mujeres. And we're also gonna go to Tulum, where we have the Mayan ruins, and to connect with our ancestors, to draw all that spiritual energy from that sacred, beautiful place. Now, we're also going to go and do some contribution, because talking about praising and giving, last week we covered the law of giving because it's the law of receiving. Today we're talking about the law of praise, which is the law of increase. So we're going to go and contribute to this beautiful place where they educate women, young ladies that have no education or speak no English, because now, even if they are natives from Cancun, they are finding it really hard to get jobs and make a living if they don't speak English. So we're gonna go and help them, motivate them, give them some inspiration, teach them English. We're gonna go also to this other place where there are kids with cancer, to help them as well. So you're going to be able, usually traveling across to America, you can bring 2 bags in the plane. So you're going to be able to pack all your goodies that you want to give away, that you want to donate, because we're going to go to these places to give. And we're going to give them anything you want, your toiletries, your clothes, and everything you want. We're going to have my beautiful spiritual healer, Susan Kennedy, do sessions with us, group healing sessions. She's going to teach you how to get in touch with your intuition, which is that psychic power. She's a psychic and a spiritual healer. So she's going to teach you how to get in touch with that inner intuition so that you can trust it from now on, so that you can have that psychic power to know what's best for you and to be able to make decisions. And she's going to help you heal all those wounds from the past, because many times we are carrying wounds, and the emotions of those wounds got stored somewhere in our body, and that might be from a past life that you had. So the beautiful Sue is going to help you release, find out where in your body you've stored those emotions from wounds from the past, and help you release them, because those emotions become blocks that stop you from moving forward and achieving the things that you want to achieve in your life. And they might be not related. It might be one topic to another, but by releasing those emotions that became blocks, you're going to be able to move forward. Susan is saying, I'm really excited to share this experience with other amazing women. The 6th sense will make the difference, so that you learn to really trust your intuition. So she's going to teach us how to get in touch with your 6th sense. That's really exciting. We're also going to have the beautiful Jackie Opich, who is going to come and talk to us about intimacy. Because for us women, it can be a taboo or a topic that we're too scared to talk about or to be open about it. And, you know, we create all these emotional blocks from it when it's something so beautiful. So we're going to talk about your body in a safe place. We're going to talk about your intimacy, your relationship with your loved one, so that you can feel safe, you can expand, you can learn things, so that you learn how to communicate your needs to your partner and have a better relationship, better intimacy with your loved one. we're going to have the beautiful Jackie Oppie, who is the expert in relationships, and teach a session for you. So it's really exciting. And you never know, we may be able to get Trudy to come over, which means she would do a session on fashion and grooming yourself, teaching you what works for you, your personality, the type of your body, what type of clothes or makeup or hairdos go with you or don't go with you. And then you're going to get the chance to practice it, because we have an evening that is just to dress up for you to spoil yourself and look beautiful. So Jackie's saying, I can't wait to help women tap into their feminine and sensual spirit. That's really exciting. So we're going to be doing yoga and meditating. We're going to be exercising in the morning by the sea. We're going to be able to walk barefoot on the sand on the beach to connect with Mother Earth. We're going to do cleansing routines with the beautiful Liz Davids. So this is really exciting. It's only women. It's 7 days just for you. Because as women, we have this nature of being nurturing. So we're always there giving to everyone else. We're giving, and then we run empty. We need to fill up our bucket first. Just like they say in the airplanes, go and put your life jacket first before you help children or any other people. It's same with life. If you're feeling that void inside of you, if you're feeling empty, it's because you are empty, because you've been running around, giving to everyone else, looking after everyone else, and you've forgotten about you. You're the most important part. You have to come first. So these 7 days are going to be about disconnecting from the world, from the routine, from everyone else, and it's going to be about you. I'm going to nurture you. I'm going to spoil you, because you come first. The more you take care of yourself, the more you will have to give to others by refilling your bucket first, having me time. We're going to help you get in touch with your life purpose, what it is, that reason that you came to this world with. We all come to this world with a gift to share with the world. But unfortunately, many people will die without knowing what their gift was and without being able to share it. Imagine, it's like going to a birthday party with a present, all nicely wrapped. You arrive, you have the present, you put it on the table, and then this is the table of all the gifts, and you go have fun and dance and share and blah, blah. And then it's time to go. You go back to the table, you grab the present, and you take it back home with you. It's still wrapped. You never gave it to the birthday person. You never got it open, right? So that's not good. This is my beautiful Brianna, a gift in my life. This is my little girl, and she's a free spirit who brings so much joy and love into my life. Yes?
Am I in my uniform?
Yes, you are. Done. So this is Monday morning. My kids are so good. They know that on Monday mornings, Mommy's doing her call, and that breakfast is ready on the bench for them. And the lunch bags are already packed in the car, ready to go, so they get themselves dressed, and then they can go and have breakfast so that Mommy can keep doing her call. And Alana, this is my big daughter. It's in your closet. It's in your closet, Mala.
No, not that bag.
I'll get it for you. So Alana has swimming today, and as you can see, she's trying to get organized. So we'll go and get the kiddies organized as soon as we finish this call. So as I was saying to you, many people will come to this lifetime and go home with their gift without unpacking it and opening it. So we need to discover what's the gift that you came to this world to do, so that you can open it and share it with the world. Because unfulfillment comes from the lack of purpose. If you don't know what your gift is, if you don't know what your life purpose is, then you have that empty void inside of you. You feel like there's something lacking, like you're empty, like there's this stuff for everyone else except for you, and at the end of the day, you're feeling empty and unfulfilled. And that's because there's no purpose in your life. So it's super important for us ladies to discover what is our life purpose. What's that gift that we came to this world to share, so that you can get in touch with it, and then you can start living into it, sharing it with the world, because that's what we came to do, which is going to fill that void inside of you. It's going to give you fulfillment. Welcome, Janelle Bledsoe, watching all the way from somewhere near LA, and my beautiful Tammy Ritchie here in Gold Coast. So this is exciting thing. Jackie's saying hi to Brian and Alana. I think they're going to have breaking. This is the important thing. We're going to help you discover your life purpose so that you can be fulfilled, so that you can, once you're doing what you love, trust me, it's not work, whether it's in a job or in your own business. Once you're doing what you love and living into your life purpose, it's not work anymore. You love doing it. Look at me, like whenever I'm empowering other women, I just can't help it. I'm going, I'm full of energy and passion because I got to discover not long ago that this was my gift. And this is what I do, empower other women. Janelle is saying, hi, Sandra, Alana, and Brie. Hi, Janelle and Kylie. So that's what we're going to do at the Amazing Ladies Retreat in Cancun. It's going to be just for you, to spoil you and nurture you and take care of you. You're going to come first for those 7 nights, 8 days. If you're in America, that's super close to you. 7 nights from the 22nd to the 29th of November. It includes all your accommodation, all your meals, all your tours, your transfer to the places where we're going to do charity and everything else. And if Trudy comes, she's going to do a session on fashion and grooming yourself and the things that are more suitable for your type of body, your shape, and everything else, which means then you can go shopping for that and she can come with you to give you advice, and you can dress up for our cocktail night where we all get to dress up beautiful. So it's going to be very special. Imagine like Sex in the City with all your best friends, and we get really connected. It's really bonding. It's very healing. Everyone walks out of there with the best friends that you've ever made and feeling connected and knowing that you've got that group of support, that community of like-minded women who are there to support you, to believe in you, to hold you back. Because when other women see brilliance in you, you start to live into it. And you know, your husband, your brother, your son might tell you that you're beautiful, but it doesn't have the same meaning that when another woman says it to you. When another community of women are there supporting you and believing in you, because when they see greatness in you, you expand. And that's what we want for you. So that 7 nights, 22nd to 29th of November in beautiful Cancun. You just need to book your flights. It's $19.97 USD, and you can register. Jackie, if you can please type the link for me. You can register on Amasssing.com with /retreat. You're going to see photos of the hotel. We're staying at a 5-star hotel on the beach in Playa del Carmen, which is about 40 minutes drive from the touristy area in Cancun. I love Playa del Carmen. You're going to fall in love with that place. It's absolutely stunning. From there on, when I give you time off, you're going to be able to catch a ferry, 20-minute ferry across to Cozumel Island, which is an island that is tax-free. You can go shopping for silver and jewels, and it's tax-free, and they have the second biggest reef in the world after Australia, where you can go swimming, snorkeling, scuba diving, and have all the beautiful fish swimming around your feet, kissing you, which is really, really sweet. So I hope we're going to see you there. I'm super excited. It's filling up quickly. It's not long to go. We only have about 6 weeks until we get to Cancun, which is super exciting. But when you go to the page, Amasssing.com/retreat, which Jackie just put on the chat on Facebook, you'll be able to read all the details, all the inclusions, which hotel we're staying, which activities we're doing, and everything else. Now, if you need to have a phone call for one of us to discuss more in depth the details of the retreat, please just put it on the chat and say, yes, I'd like you to call me, or send a private Facebook message, and one of us will give you a call so that we can fill you in with more details. I'm super excited because I'm going to be away for 2 months. It's going to be tricky to pack my bag because I'm doing hot places like Cancun and Florida and Los Cabos, and then I'm doing cold places like the Rockies in Canada, San Francisco, and Paris. My kids are going to be having Christmas with their daddy in the UK, so I'm going to fly over in January to celebrate my former husband's birthday in January, so that we can have a holiday as family in France. Because, you know, people think that when you're divorced or separated, it has to be evil and you have to be worst enemies, and it doesn't have to be that way. My former husband and I are really good friends, and we are still a family. Even if mommy and daddy are not together anymore, we're still a family. We'll always be, and we always have time together as a family. In this case, we're going to celebrate Nick's birthday in Paris as a family, the 4 of us, which is going to be fun. So my poor little puppy Chloe is going to be looking for a home for 2 months, from the 1st of November until about the 27th of January for 2 months, because I'm going to be away. I'm going to put my house on Airbnb, and I'm just going to enjoy being away and visiting my kids while they're with their daddy. Planning to have Christmas in Lake Louise in the Rockies, surrounded by snow and mountains. And hey, this is the lifestyle that I've created, where I can run my business and my enterprises anywhere in the world I am. As long as I have my computer and internet, I can be anywhere I want. And so I realized there's no need for me to come back. It'll be summer here. It'll be full of tourists because I live in a very touristy place. So it'll be good for me just to run away from all that and enjoy having the different experiences now that I can. So the only thing is my beautiful puppy, which if Trudy doesn't come to Cancun, maybe she's going to have Chloe for 2 months. But if she comes to Cancun, we'll have to do a plan B. So anyway, write down your goals for the week. Make sure you're starting pumped and motivated with high energy. High energy is everything. Remember to do your gratitude first thing in the morning. At least 10 things. If you've been to my previous retreats, you have one of these bracelets with a little Buddha. And it's a beads bracelet. And the reason why we do it is because we go bead by bead, giving thanks, being grateful for one thing, and you go all the way around. You start on the Buddha head and you come back to the Buddha head. This is very, very special for me because in our last retreat we had in May in Bali, I had mine and I passed it around the circle. It was about 30 ladies, 32 of us, and each lady said out loud something that they were grateful for as they're touching one of the beads. So I've got all that beautiful energy of gratitude from the ladies in this bracelet, which I love wearing. And then I have this other beads bracelet that my beautiful girls gave me for my birthday, and they're rose quartz crystals, and they gave it to me for my birthday, which I love. And then one of my spiritual healers in India sent me this recently. He did a really nice healing session for me when I was in India in July. And then he sent this in the mail, which is beautiful. And that's to clear negative energy, to clear energy of being tired, and help me be more energetic. So I love wearing this. I wear them every day, my 3 beads. And so whatever it is you can use, just remember to be grateful every morning, because that's the highest love and gratitude and the highest vibrations of energy. And remember, this week you're going to be praising anything and anyone in front of you, and next week I want you to come and share the magic that showed up in your life from praising everyone. Now go and register for our ladies retreat. There you have the page. I'm going to put one on each camera so you can see it. Amasssing.com/retreat. You can find all the details, all the information, and you can register. And I hope we're going to see you there, because we're super excited and it's going to be life-changing. Have a fantastic week. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for being here. I'm super grateful to Jackie Opie, who is so committed and is always here supporting me. And she's been handling all the chats, the comments, sharing the links, and interacting with you. So please send some blessings, some praise, and some gratitude to Jackie on my behalf. I love you, ladies. Have an awesome week. Stay in a high vibration of energy and go and smash your goals. Namaste, and until next Monday, stay amazing. If you're on Facebook, please